This is Phil Potempa, and welcome to another edition of Notoriety. Each week we bring you everything you want to make sure you mark on the calendar, what's not to be missed, everything happening in Northwest Indiana, Chicagoland, and beyond. And of course, this is the broadcast equivalent of all the columns, feature stories you'll read in the flagship Post Tribune newspaper under the umbrella of Chicago Tribune Media, and also captured sometimes in the Chicago Tribune and also in the suburban publications as well. We're just so happy that you're along for our conversation, the conversation that's paired with this byline for our show, which has been this past 8 years and brought to you through the generous sponsorship of the folks at People's Bank. Over the years, the Indiana Arts Commission, Legacy Foundation, all of them have been great supporters. And, of course, our wonderful listeners and viewers like you. Some of you are tuned in through our traditional radio dial as we come to you live from our Strack and Van Til studios here in Hammond. And we want to make sure that you realize that today's broadcast is being captured on this October the 28th. So that's the timestamp on it, because there likely maybe is a rebroadcast. Or if you're scrolling in your social media and you're seeing it, you might want to put a date with it so you know. So October the 28th is when we're coming to you today. Those of you who do have the added advantage of the cameras in the studio, you can see that it looks like we've jumped the gun and skipped one or two holidays to give a hint or a tease to what Christmas is around the corner, and that's for a very particular good reason. Our friends just down the street at Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana, they have all kinds of wonderful opportunities that are happening, fun events, things that you do not want to miss, and a lot of it has to do with your own planning. And we have somebody here that knows the ins and the outs of it, especially when it comes to planning and coordinating these events. Georgia, welcome. Give us your full name and your title so we have that for the record.
Hi, I'm Georgia Manis-Gessler. I'm the Sales and Catering Manager at Hard Rock Casino.
Very good. We'll have you put this just a little more closer here. And for our producer, Adriana, I don't know that we're hearing each other as much in the headphones. Maybe you might want to put our headphones up just a little bit so we can make sure we can hear each other. We're talking about a lot of the fun things. And actually, when I was just driving into our studios here along Indianapolis Boulevard, I saw that they were putting lights on one of the evergreens in the trees. It may not be turned on right away, but we know that we're getting closer. At the end of October, about to do a time change this coming weekend, so it'll get dark just a little bit earlier, and another incentive to have all those lights that are bright. It is always bright and inviting at the Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana, whether it's gaming or dining or your event planning, all the entertainment that are the headliners there. Something always waits at Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. But one of the things I know that I've got on my calendar, and it just sounds like it's a great opportunity and a way to sort of sample the holidays and everything that awaits. Tell us a little bit about what Celebrate is about.
Okay, well, I'm here to talk today about the holiday company party that we're going to have on December the 10th. If any organization or company hasn't decided what they want to do for the holidays, we have a special offer on Wednesday, December the 10th, from 4 to 9. And this will be held in the Fresh Harvest buffet area. Mm-hmm. They can make a reservation. We're taking reservations from groups from 5 to 30. It's first come, first serve on the reservation. The room is going to be decorated with all holiday atmosphere. We're going to have a DJ there also.
Oh, fun.
So there's two packages that we're going to be offering this year. The first one is the $55 per person, which there would be a cash bar if anybody is looking for that.
Sure.
Or we also have another package at $80 per person, and that includes the bar package.
That's a great price to fold everything in one-stop shop.
Right. And they'll get to experience the whole Hard Rock vibe, the magic that is going to be presented in the room for the holiday spirit. And also, with that comes the really high-end dinner buffet that our chefs have put together.
Oh, that sounds fun. And those who are tuned into your social media, as your producer's got it right on the screen there, just to give you a little bit more of the details for screen capture. Again, what we're talking about, think about it if you are company, or maybe it can be a top-notch company that's a large one, and you want to maybe just take out the executive departments. You want to do that number again, that's 20 to 30 or so, or it can be as small as 5 to 10 if we're a smaller company, or 30 might be every one of your employees. a one-stop shop to have come and experience and really be immersed. All of it done right there for you and done right. I know that anytime that I've walked through the doors at the Hard Rock Casino, any of the Hard Rocks I've been to, but Northern Indiana in particular, you've only been open for, gosh, it's going on 3 or 4 years now.
A little over four
A little
years.
over 4 years. Seems like just yesterday since that ribbon cutting, but it really, really is just an experience unlike any others. This is something that you've been planning, coordinating, I imagine, for a few months now when that idea kind of popped into everybody's head. Let's do kind of an ultimate gathering, right?
Right.
And along with it, again, the cuisine, there's always so many opportunities for dining at the Hard Rock Casino. So we have the various eating operations. This is right down that main aisle, so it'll be right where the buffet option is. That's so easy to get to. But you still have, you said, that energy and that vibe of the rest of the casino around you. You've even included a little tease today with some of the menu items that chefs are dreaming up for this, right?
Right. Not only will we have specialty dishes such as the fried chicken, the pan-seared salmon, we also have a pasta and pizza station too that is going to be available. We also will have the salad bar and soup options. We have the carving station, which is one of my favorites, the prime rib, honey glazed ham, and the roasted turkey breast.
Every one of those check mark, every box of a favorite of mine. Delicious, delicious, and all, I'm sure all the sides, all the accompaniments, they've not left out any detail. Correct?
That is correct, and our pastry chef will be doing everything that is done in house. We have our own pastry team, and he's going to have all kind of assorted desserts with that, plus the holiday seasoned ice cream. So yeah.
Really? We've had some of the pastry chef teams on over the years on this show, and very, very creative and clever. Really, it's delicious works of art is what I often think of it. Sometimes it looks too pretty, but that never stops me. You got to just dig right into it. What we're talking about is a special event that's coming up from our friends at the Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. If you're just tuning in, a chance for you to really kind of get a sampling, or maybe this is your research that you're doing for your team or your company because you're already planning at 2026. What's the holiday party? What should we do? Where should we book? What would be a space or a venue? Come out to Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. I love the theme. It's just simple. It says celebrate with a couple different package options. One of them, if you want to make it a little smaller, have the food, let the folks pick and choose what they want for their own well water and do a cash bar, or for just a little bit more, not too bad, per person, $80 price tag. That allows you the open bar experience as well, right?
That is correct.
And most of all, the decorations will be up. And it's early enough that it allows you kind of the rest of your month so you're not having to worry about when you're going to fit this in. December the 5th.
The 10th.
The 10th. So it gives you the rest of the month where it's not going to be too late, where you start getting close to all those have-tos that you have to do. I see a couple images here. This is just how the various rooms can be transformed for so many events. It's amazing. I've seen concerts in the entertainment space. They can transform and flip that, and then before you know it, the next weekend I'm at a gala or a charity fundraiser in that giant space. It's beautiful. They're I'm sure that over you've been there for how many years now, Georgia?
Almost 4.5.
So really, kind of since the get-go, over the years, I'm sure for events, it can be anything, as I mentioned, for a charity fundraiser or gala. I bet there are private events that are held sometimes too, or corporate
Oh,
events.
sure. We've done everything now. We're moving into the Hard Rock venue and Hard Rock Live lobby. The lobby can hold up to about 100 people, and we do a lot of meetings in there. We do dinners in there. We also have a full catering menu too, and we do a lot of holiday organizations and corporate parties in both rooms.
Now, a lot of folks, they'll make Las Vegas as their destination for a wedding. Have you ever done any weddings yet, or that is uncharted territory yet?
We have not done any weddings yet.
Yeah, so that might be something on the wish list there. Again, folks love this. Is kind of it's our oasis in the area, where again you get, and again I'm looking. If you have the added advantage as we do for seeing what we have on our screen here, you are surrounded and immersed in the memorabilia that fills the main floor, every single wall, all of the rock icons that hit decade after decade. Of course, you have all the gaming and all the floor games, anything that is your heart's desire. And then my favorite part, no matter which of these aisles you walk up, there's going to be a restaurant waiting for you that has whatever is a fit for your choice. So if you're looking for something kind of quick in and out, I've done that before with a quick sandwich at the coffee shop. If you want something where you want to just graze for a while, is it Harvest Buffet? Is that our name for the buffet?
The Fresh Harvest.
Fresh Harvest. Okay, I knew Harvest was in there. Your chance again to go to station after station, kick it up a notch, go to the true brand that started all, Hard Rock Cafe. There's a stage right there, and if you're there on the right night, there could be some live entertainment to accompany your full bar. That's kind of the hub. I always kind of feel like when you hear the music going, you see the folks gathering around, and then of course we have the wonderful Asian cuisine at Yu.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yu.
Yu. Oh, as soon as you walk in, roast duck on that rotisserie always catches my eye right away, and then Council Oaks, right? That is our steakhouse, our white tablecloth fine dining, fresh seafood flown in, delectable steaks, which are on display. They're aged, but you can see a glass window that gives you just sort of a little bit of a tease of what waits. And then a staff that's just amazing. The staff at the Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana, I have to say, same thing. They check every box. They are so attentive from the moment you arrive to any of the servers or the folks on the floor, the gaming host. Everybody is there. And it's a brand that is internationally known. So Hard Rock has certainly figured it out. However, they're always trying new things, one of which is this event, right? Is this the first year for it?
Yes, it is.
And again, I want to revisit it. It's called Celebrate. I don't know if some folks want to do their own homework. Is there a spot someplace on the website where they might find the event as well listed, do you think?
It's been on our social media.
So Facebook, you're going to find it listed there. I saw the flyer and I kind of had been studying it. But if you do want to look at all the other opportunities, Hard Rock, it's just Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana, right?
Right.
That's kind of your homework for your shopping to see all the different entities that are all under the umbrella. But to revisit this December the 10th event, describe it again for us, George, just so that those folks that are first tuning in and joining have been tantalized and they want to know some of the details.
Okay, well, it will be organizations or companies. We can accommodate from 5 all the way to 30. If you're looking to celebrate the holidays and not sure where to go, we have a wonderful buffet set for you. The first price is $55 per person. That includes a cash bar. We also have the next package, which is the $80 per person, and that includes a full deluxe bar package.
I should have brought a couple champagne flutes so we could have raised a toast to this because it's such a great idea. I want to also toss out, as I did at the beginning of this broadcast, our interview is being captured on October the 28th. So when you're hearing this, and not to do any nudge for a tick-tock, if that event is coming up December the 10th, I'm sure it only has a certain capacity, right?
That is correct.
And once it's filled, it's going to be filled. So how about how folks are going to contact or they're going to get the message to you? They want to be on this list. They want to plan. They want to get their package set up. How should they get a hold of whoever is our key point person for this?
I am the key point person.
Okay, Georgia will take care of all the arrangements.
And they can call me at 219-802-7261. Or you can reach me by email at georgia.manus, MANOUS, Gessler, GESSLER, at hrcnorthernindiana.com.
It's nice because it's such a unique opportunity. We really only have one, again, gaming destination that has this type of an international attention for the brand. I mean, the music goes right along with it because of all of our own local history that we have. We have our own Jackson family that's right there, and that's one of my favorite sections, I think, when I'm on property. If you go farther enough, we get right to the venue, which is the main stage. That entire wing is dedicated to each of the family members. It's history. I could spend time just going about and reading all of the plaques. And we've had the gentleman who has that fun job, and he admits it's fun to do the buying and rotating and seeing what memorabilia should be where, from costumes to gold records, and even some of the Grammy trophies are in some of those shadow boxes on display. So you have this kind of a taste of the icons of music surrounding you. You have the thrill and the sights and sounds of the gaming going on, but then you're able to raise a glass and also have fine cuisine. It just sounds like a great way to ring in the holiday season, right?
I agree with you.
Did Well, then of course, right around the corner there will be New Year's and the other events to come, which just another reason to have you and some of the other team members back when those big announcements happen. But I think the holidays are a time when you've got so much going on and happening for, again, your shopping list. You're trying to do decorating. You're trying to fit in when family is going to be there. If you need a break that just kind of gets you off the grid, that's a place to just sort of lose yourself and kind of treat yourself to your own experience, at the Hard Rock. And I have to tell you, at my own home, I have more than a few of those little tiny toothpicks that have the Hard Rock paper flag on there. If it's been poked into a cocktail olive, or it's been on one of my giant, one of the claim to fame signature hamburgers that they serve at the Hard Rock Cafe, I always take those home with me, and it's a little reminder that there's a break right around the corner. And gosh, I can't believe that we've hit 4 years, and the big five is just right around the corner, which I know is going to be extra, excitement and entertainment. A lot of the details that we've talked about today, again, you'll want to find by doing your own homework. Go to www. Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. It'll explain everything on there for each of those restaurant choices we talked about, as well as all the headliners that are coming up. You can always look at my columns and my stories as well, and you'll find a lot of the details in there. Because you pass so many of the different memorabilia, costumes, and the shadow boxes. I know the Jackson 5's costumes, they're in a huge display right as you go up to the cafe. Are you able to pick what one of your favorites is, or it's hard because there's so many that it's almost like picking a favorite family member because you see so many different ones that are on display? And I bet sometimes you'll see one that I thought I saw them all, but I never noticed that before as well, huh?
Yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah, it happens to me when I'm in there as well. But I just think that there's so many unique ones, and really, as I mentioned, it goes from throughout the decades. So you can have a Beyonce, you can have Cher, you can have something by Mick Jagger. It really hits every decade, right? And it's all surrounding in the immersion and the fun that is the Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. When you were thinking of planning the December the 10th event with the menu, what a great idea to keep it all stationed. So that way folks have their own time to socialize, right? So it's not a formal plated. It's intended for you to go and be able to mingle and be up and about and work the room some if you so choose, right?
Absolutely.
Or get your table, find your corner of the world, like I like to do sometimes, line up your plate and then your drinks, and you're good to go to socialize and chit chat. Then go back and get maybe one, two, maybe a third dessert, strictly for research, right?
That's right.
You got to test it all out and try it out, because the pastry team there, yeah, they never disappoint. One of the times I know that they were with us, they brought in a selection of desserts, and I want to say maybe it was for 4th of July weekend. They like to coordinate a lot of things on the season, on the holiday, use what's available for fresh fruits and things that are seasonal that we have. They really think of everything when it comes to each of the restaurants. Well, when you're there dining, will you sometimes kind of pick and choose and shake it up and think, I think it's an Asian kind of a time. I'm going to do some, sometimes it's even as simple as takeout. People don't want to waste any time on that gaming floor, so they want to do their gaming and then take food home with you. A couple of those are probably hot spots for you too.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
or even, like I say, the sandwich shop is one of the first places that is in the area that usually that's the entrance that I like to use, and it's right there, and it awaits you. We want to give a reminder that for this December the 10th event, it's for companies and organizations, so it's going to be a 21 and older,
That
right?
is correct,
So
yes.
keep that in mind. If you're, if you got your group and you got your employees, you're going to pick and choose and make sure that it's going to be a fit to have all the folks come in and enjoy the amenities that is the casino. Because you need to walk through the gaming area to get to that space. Younger employees, you can do pizza someplace else with them later on. But this is for the folks that you really want to award because people work so hard during the course of the year and the season. It is the time to give back and give a nod of appreciation. And we know that what a resource employees are today. 2025, it's been a game changing year, pun intended, not intended, that folks are so appreciative to have that team and that staff that show up every day. And you folks employ so many people that it's just incredible. From security when you walk in to the folks that again are doing serving the cocktails, they're working in the restaurant areas, they're working the table games. All of it is that environment that is the excitement of the Hard Rock Casino. We want to make sure we include anything else that we have, and I know you've got a note list there. Anything else, Georgia, that we need to make sure we get in
Well,
here?
I just want to make sure that everybody does know that we do have the catering part. We do other outside parties. We do them in the Hard Rock Live lobby, also the Hard Rock Live venue. The venue, we've hosted dinners to 720
Oh,
plated.
wow. Okay.
So we have a great staff, the entertainment team that provides the lighting, the keeps the run of show going on
Hmm.
schedule. We have the servers, the bartenders, and the banquet ops. Everybody really does a great job to provide such a special environment to bring the magic.
Absolutely. George and I crossed paths maybe, oh gosh, it goes so quick, a couple months ago. Munster Chamber of Commerce. And Georgia's a Munster gal.
Yes, I
She's
am.
got the full timeline and has even crossed paths down the street with our one and only station owner, J.M. Deedlow, as well. So they're familiar with each other. We were chit chatting when we crossed paths at the Munster Chamber of Commerce event luncheon that was there. That was a time when it was held at Council of Oaks that they closed it as a private event. Can other folks sometimes also do the same thing? If it's the right date, you can make it work. There can be a private event hosted there.
Absolutely. We could
They
do
can.
luncheons there. The
You can do
restaurant,
them.
yep, opens
Okay.
at 4, so we try to
Oh,
have all the events end by 2 so we can get the restaurant open on
so
time.
that's perfect. That gives you a little bit of a cushion and some time for them to also have their turnover. I just want to toss this out as we start to wrap up here. Parking is another blessing that's there. There is no shortage of parking. Every parking spot seems to be so close, just a stone's throw from any of the major entrances there. And when it's jam packed, if there should be a concert that's got everybody that is just waiting and clamoring to get inside. You've even thought of offsite where a shuttle will just drop you to the door. And there's always valet. So if it's a company party or something, folks are even a little bit more dressed up. There's valet options too, right?
Absolutely.
So again, they've thought of everything for our friends at Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana when it comes to hosting their guests and to give them the ultimate experience. And the holidays are a special time. So that date again, December the 10th, here's a chance for you to experience if you think, what we were going to do for our employees, what we're going to do for a holiday get-together gathering. Let the folks at Hard Rock and let Georgia take care of all the planning part. You just have to show up and have a great time, and you will definitely not be disappointed. Georgia, you need to come back again. We'll change up the holiday decor, whatever you've got going on, and we'll help spread the word.
I would love to. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank all of you, our listeners and our viewers, and all the friends who tune in each week. For Of Notoriety, I'm your host, Phil Potempa. Depending on when you're catching this broadcast, if it's in your social media stream or we're throughout, you want to make sure that we know that we're always pleased that you're a part of it. Quick little reminder here that I should have done at the very beginning, but we'll give you a reminder here for our finale. Don't forget that our own Mayor Tom McDermott and the City of Hammond are hosting their 12th annual Veterans Day Appreciation Parade. That's this Saturday. Now, I got to remind you that today's show date is stamped October the 28th, so just be ready if this is going to be a fit or not, depending on when you're hearing this. The parade goes right down 173rd Street to Hessville Park, and then it continues, and we have our returning local veterans. High school bands will be featured, and there'll even be a flyover by the Lima Lima flight team. So come out, help honor our heroes that have done so much to keep us safe and preserve everything that we have to be so grateful and blessed in our wonderful country here, and it all happening right here in Hammond. Indiana. Thank you so much. And again, we hope you enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, day, or wherever your path might take you.